changed camps. You know, Kudzu Bluffs got sold, so we got a new camp. We've been getting food plots ready and doing a lot of work on it, and all the guys are coming today. And we really don't hunt a whole lot in October here in Mississippi. It's usually hot, not much good. So we're just to get serious now. We haven't named this camp yet. So far, we're calling for no name camp.
Primos Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage Arms, Mossy Oak, Onyx Hunt, Hornady, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language. Well, the guys have been full of anticipation on seeing the new camp. Brad got the food plots manicured a few weeks earlier, and as long as some wild horses don't beat them down.
Yeah, we had a few. It's actually a couple horses, wild horses. I say wild. We
loose horses.
As soon as we can get them caught up, we got a guy coming to get them. We just got to get them caught.
Well,
I don't know where they are right now, but I
didn't know we were going to be wrangling horses, but that adds a new element to the whole deal.
Sometimes they're right here in the yard, but
that adds a whole new element.
Yeah. Well, always something exciting.
Jimmy, I want to see you on a horse.
Well, you know, Yellowstone's so popular. I figured you just have that aspect of it to the.
Oh man!
I'll never forget.
Lever action guns, horses.
I never forget elk hunting. Last time I was on a horse coming down a mountain in the dark, and guy behind me was riding a white horse named Trouble, and I should have known. Something had spooked that horse. That thing started like a bucking bronco. And I'm just trying, it's one of them switchback roads, you're looking down there.
You don't even want to look
trying to get my horse thing like that. And about that time, it got real quiet. And all I could hear was this guy, he was an outdoor rider. Oh man, it screwed him up.
Is there any documented proof of you riding a horse?
Oh yeah, I got it on video.
Okay.
Back when we did good video, we had good video camera guys that would keep the cameras going, capture moments like that.
Back in the old days?
Yeah, back in the good old days.
Jimmy also drew a once-in-a-lifetime tag on the Via Vidal with United States Outfitters. Listen close as Jimmy dismounts. You can hear this horse breathe a sigh of relief.
I've got to thinking, I know Jimmy's been doing this a little longer than me, but the first video VHS I was ever a part of was in 1987. When did y'all start? About 83, 84?
Well, yeah, 85, Will had this bright idea, to do videos, cameras, and of course, cameras were big as ice chests back then. And
Jimmy, how would you know anything about the size of a camera? You've never had to carry a camera in your life, much less used it to video anything. The new camp is located in west central Mississippi, not on the big river, but on a creek called 5 Mile. And it's in some very good whitetail country.
I got one for each buggy. That's a big old salmon there.
What's the scientific name for this?
Japanese persimmon.
Guess what?
I don't know how to say that.
What's the scientific redneck term for this?
Big old persimmon.
Gigantic persimmon.
Gigantic persimmon.
But the redneck term for that is backstrap.
Yum. That's redneck yum sauce.
You know what I'm saying?
As the guys ride around getting the lay of the land, everyone is encouraged by the amount of deer tracks and sign that they're seeing. They've even seen several deer. And thank heavens for Slade, because he's gonna be picking on old Jimmy.
Look at that. I feel sorry for that Polaris. Both of them got on it and the back end went. Look at the wheels flared out. That unit is working right there, you hear me? Hey, they got on that Polaris and the back wheels went like this.
We've got a great mix of thickets, hardwoods, edges, and fields. All that's left now is to get to work finding those promising spots for certain wins.
Deer numbers are good. Like I said, we don't even have a single camera out yet here.
And, you know, looking at a whitetail place, you like diversity, and this has got everything. You got thickets, you got big woods, you got these old fields that grown up. I mean, good stuff.
Well, outside of riding in a buggy today and a tractor, I ain't been off the road yet. Well, I walked over to get that persimmons earlier. That's about as far off the road as I've been.
Hey, we've been riding around, we've seen a dozen deer so far.
We just need to meet and make sure everybody knows which plots are mine exclusively, and that that y'all just gonna have to stay out of it.
If you claim them, Jimmy, I'm sure nobody will hunt them without here. I'm sure they will honor that.
Poachers.
Well, I'll tell you this.
You can have all you want, because everyone we've stopped at's been eat up with deer chain.
Well, Jimmy's claimed all but one, so.
I guess everybody's
I
gonna
like
stick
it.
together.
Every time I get to a different one, I like it better than the last one.
Just because he claims plot don't mean we can't hunt in the woods right back.
Well, all I know is that me and you and Slade got to hunt the same blind because we're off limits on all
Party hunt.
Party hunt.
It'll be a party, all right.
We've been looking around, a lot of deer sign. Blake called me. He said, "Where y'all at?" I said, "Stay where you are. Don't worry about it." So he's at the camp.
He's at the camp.
But
Why is he always late?
He said he had to do something. He had a meeting or something.
Yeah, I bet he was sleeping. You can't get him out of bed.
No, he's
Well, he's still honeymooning.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
That's right.
He's freshly married, and he has
Yeah.
to cook Lacey breakfast every morning. That's what he's doing.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, bless her heart.
Well, we got a new gentleman here behind the camera, Justin, to add to the group this year. He's going to be with us all season, and I guess me and you'll be here next week. Start putting up more stands and get everything ready for Jimmy for gun season. We might bow hunt him a couple evenings.
I like
Yeah, I
what
think y'all should.
I like
y'all will
what-
sneak in a sit or two, I'm sure.
I
Yeah,
like the way you think about it.
What about Wilbur?
Wilbur who?
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Matthews Archery, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
Well, we got a couple stands and a couple sticks loaded up in the back of the buggy. We're gonna go check a couple SD cameras and put a couple more of the cell cams out and just kind of keep trying to figure things out on 5 Mile. Like I said, plenty of deer here, as we know. We just now starting to get some mature deer on camera, so we're just gonna keep knocking away at it.
With just completing elk season, moving to the new camp, and the weather this fall, it's later than we like to get everything ready. But better late than never. With the team pitching in when they can, we get trail cameras out, stands hung, and ground blinds in place. Now it's time to get to hunting.
Trying to get the TV working up in the 5 Mile camp. It was no name last week. We named it 5 Mile, like I said, because of the creek here. And it did work the other day, so it ain't working today. So we'll just have to spend the next probably week trying to talk to somebody, and then another week trying to get somebody here to fix it. Y'all know how that goes. It's 10 o'clock. We're gonna do some looking, see what we can find. Maybe make a little bow hunt this afternoon. I need to check to see what the wind's going to do this evening. I'm assuming northwest with this front coming. We got a nice front coming in. Northwest all evening, cloudy. And we're just going out. It's primitive weapon does only, or still bow season. So we're going out right now just to see if we can maybe find a spot to climb this afternoon, or possibly we can come back, put a hang on, or set a double bull ground blind up. Since it rained, acorns are falling like crazy, so these deer kind of, what they were doing last week, probably not doing this week. So we're gonna hopefully be enough sign from this morning. We'll get an idea what's find a good hot tree. I've got about a 20-acre clear cut, super big. And we got a big food plot right there to our west. So if we could find some acorn trees and catch them coming through these woods, we could either bring a hang on and climb. Let's see what we're looking for. Swamp chestnut acorn. Let's go east down there. I want to find a bunch of them. They're old. Somebody's old climbing stand over there. Probably a pretty good spot. Right where I said. That's the most sign I've seen in one spot. Around the edge of a cut over, wind in our face. I think we about got to try.
After scouting and finding a few good spots with acorn trees dropping and some good trails through this hardwood bottom, Brad plans on spending the next 3 days in a tree.
I adjusted it now. Got it set up pretty good. Pretty quiet. Because we knew these deer weren't going to be far from us in this thick stuff. But that swamp chestnut oak is right over my left shoulder. By far the best deer sign we found, Scout. We knew we had to be quiet. Because good chance of deer's 100 yards, but we got a great wind. Great weather, cold front coming in. It's about 50 degrees. But this is our first sit on a new camp 5 mile. And this is a new place getting moved in. Middle of November, October, hunting in Mississippi can be pretty tough. And so we just try to get our work done. Then once December, January gets here, we just hunt the whole time. But they got some great trails coming in here to that tree right there. And hopefully we'll get a surprise. Kind of cool not knowing what's out there. Just anticipate what might show up.
The first sit has some action, with a small buck walking right under him. And then Brad spots a big old doe headed their way.
Comes a doe. Shot her right there. But when she turned and started going, I was like, well, I got a good draw tree right here. So I was going to draw. Thinking she was going to go to that big acorn tree, but she turned and went that way. We had a great first evening hunt, and I believe it's already in the 30s. We had 4 deer. Actually, 2 little bucks, that spike and a doe. And I went and I said, I'm going to get a little, I like that trail there, a lot of deer, but I got down here and I really found there's about 3 or 4 trails coming together right here and they kind of turn into one. And there's another good trail where they peel off and come right down the edge of these woods, but the tree I got picked is right here. You know, we got a north wind like this and I think we'll be in good shape. I mean, it really is pretty. I mean, there's scrapes already in there, tons of deer sign acorns, and they look like they're staging up in there before they go in that big fruit plot. So, kind of excited about the afternoon.
Unfortunately, Brad and Justin strike out the next few days on seeing a big buck. But the amount of deer they do see leaves them feeling hopeful. After this break, it's Cousin Jimmy's turn to hunt the new camp, 5 Mile.
I just knew this spot. It just got all the trails and the scrapes. It's one of the spots that I just had that feeling. It was still fun. Beautiful, beautiful day, weather-wise. Fun afternoon. We'll be back after next couple days. Then gun season opens. And Jimmy, he's chomping at the bits already.
Primos Hunting introduces the new and improved soft-sided bow case. Our redesign is the new standard in protection for your bow. New hidden backpack straps, multiple D-ring attachments, 7 accessory pockets, and the new hard case quiver holder. The Primos soft-sided bow case has it all for bow hunters. Check it out at primos.com. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Tight Spot Quivers. After several days of bow hunting with no luck for Brad, he has to head back home. But he leaves some last-minute instructions for Jimmy and Justin.
Shoot a doe or, bobcat or cow.
All right.
Because that's on the 16th section, and it's a cool spot. You're going to see deer there. Me and him walked it the other day, and it was tons of tracks like all these other plots.
Okay.
We don't have a camera there, but we got a camera on either side of it, and there's constantly deer in both of them spots. That power line, the power that comes to here, I got it planted for about 300 yards.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. This afternoon we're hunting right in the middle of a big planted pine plantation. Trees are probably 5 or 6 years old. We got a food plot down this hill, real thick, a lot of cover all through here. We had a real bad storm come through last night. I mean, tornadoes, high wind, heavy rain, and it was bad most of the night. And it was real windy this morning as it passed on through. So hopefully it kept these deer bedded down. And they're going to want to get up and eat a little bit, move around, dry out in the sunshine. So I think it's a good spot for this afternoon. I'm ready to pull the trigger, Justin. We got the green light to do it here. Yep. The camp boss, Mr. Ferris, said we can shoot anything we want. He shouldn't have said that to me. Not to us.
It's the perfect evening with the perfect wind for watching a good food plot. As you know, a deer can just appear out of anywhere when you're least expecting it. Like right now, Jimmy.
It's a deer. It's a buck. It's a good buck. It's a good buck. Whenever you're ready. Are you on him? Yes, sir. It's a good buck. What'd I tell you, Mr. Jimmy? What'd I tell you? It's a good deer, man. Been holding out for you. All right. Man, that happened quick. Quick ain't the word. That food plot, it's not 30 yards across. That's a good deer. That's him. That's the biggest one we got on camera so far, I think. All right. Awesome. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you. It's our first deer together. Yes, sir. Pleasure. I hammered him. I told you, I wasn't going to go chase that deer through these briar thick
No vanity. One, two, three, four on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 9 point. Can't tell. He got all that mud on him. Yeah, look at the body on him. Come right out of that trail right there. I bet he weighed 230, 240. Yeah. Hey, man.
I'm just checking on y'all, sound like y'all got it done.
Oh, yeah, Brad. I wish you'd have been there. It's a
Me too.
oh,
Dang it.
it was it's a beautiful buck. We just weighed him. Weighed 245 pounds.
Chipper told me he thought he was going to weigh at least 240.
Yeah, Justin and I, he was so big and it's so muddy down there, we couldn't load him in the Polaris all by ourselves, so Brad Chipper came to help. He's a good buck, real good buck. It's the only deer we saw. A little after 4 o'clock, and started feeding in that food plot.
Well, y'all got it back to the house then, so I was just checking to be sure I won't head that way if y'all need it.
No, we fine. We're gonna go ahead and you know, skin him out and everything. So, but
Good deal. 245.
245.
That's a chunk of a deer there.
well, okay, we're gonna get to working. So we'll talk at you later.
Congrats.
All right, buddy. Thank you.